So let's see the next question. Question number 7. How many grams of concentrated nitric acid solution should be used to prepare 250 milliliter of 2 molar nitric acid? The concentrated acid is 70% nitric acid. Now see in the question. We have to prepare 250 milliliter of 2 molar nitric acid and the given solution is only 70% concentrated. So how we will proceed? The formula of molarity is M, number of moles of solute, into 1000 by volume of solution in milliliter. In this question, molarity of solution is given 2. We need to find the number of moles of nitric acid required into 1000 by volume of solution in milliliter is given 250. So this becomes 4 and N is equal to 2 by 4. It means half mole is required. The mass of half mole nitric acid will be equal to its molecular mass by 2, 63 by 2. So here the mass required is 31.5 gram. Now the given solution is 70% nitric acid. 70% nitric acid, it means if we need 70 gram nitric acid, we have to take 100 gram of solution. Here the mass required is 31.5 gram. So mass of solution required will be 100 by 70 into 31.5 gram. And if you solve this, the answer is coming 45 gram. So here answer becomes 45 gram. Now see the option. Fourth option is given 45 gram concentrated nitric acid. So answer is fourth option. So answer is 4. Now see the next question. Question number 8. Question number 8 is the order of stability of the following tautomeric compound is. Tautomeric structures are given in the question and we have to find out the order of stability. We must know that stability depends upon the stability of a structure. Now see the structure. In first structure, there is possibility of intramolecular hydrogen bonding. But in second compound, there is no possibility of intramolecular hydrogen bonding. While in third structure, there is possibility of intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So what should be the order? In structure 3, there is intramolecular hydrogen bonding which stabilizes the enol content. So maximum enol content will be present in the third structure. Then first structure, however there is no intramolecular hydrogen bonding, but if two keto groups are present, then this CH2 group becomes more active, this becomes more acidic. So proton is always lost from this position. Double bond should be present between these two carbon atoms. So most stable tautomeric structure is third, then second, and least stable structure is the first one. So answer becomes option 1. Here answer is 1. Next question is question number 9. So let's see the question number 9. Question number 9 is antiseptics and disinfectants either kill or prevent growth of microorganism. Identify which of the following statement is not true. So here we have to read the statements carefully and find out whether it is true or it is not. The first statement is chlorine and iodine are used as strong disinfectants. That is true statement. Both chlorine and iodine are used as strong disinfectants. The second statement is dilute solutions of boric acid and hydrogen peroxides are a strong antiseptic. This statement is incorrect statement. This is dilute solution of boric acid. Boric acid itself is a very weak acid, and its dilute solution, it means a very weak acid solution. So they are antiseptics but not strong, they are very weak antiseptic. The third statement is disinfectants harms the living tissues. That is true statement. The fourth one is a 0.2% solution of phenol is an antiseptic while 1% solution acts as disinfectant. That is also true. In lower concentration, phenol acts as antiseptic, while in higher concentration, it acts as a disinfectant. So in all these four options, the second option is incorrect statement. So your answer will be second. Option 2 is the correct answer. Next question. Question number 10. Nylon is an example of polysaccharide, polyamide, polythene and polyester. Any kind of nylon, whether it is nylon 6 or it is nylon 6,6 or it is nylon 6,10, these compounds, these polymers are having a linkage CONH. This linkage is called amide linkage. It means nylon is an example of polyamide. Polythene is a polymer of ethene. There is no functional group, so no amide linkage can be present in the polythene. Similarly, polyesters, they contain ester linkage. So answer cannot be polyester, and answer is second option. Next question is question number 11. Now let us see question number 11. Question number 11 is, among the following ethers, which one will produce methyl alcohol on treatment with hot concentrated HI? So here the product should be methyl alcohol, and the compound given are the ethers. Ether when reacts with HI, the proton given by HI is accepted by oxygen atom, and oxygen atom, which is ethereal oxygen, that is converted into protonated ether. So in the first structure, one of the alkyl group is methyl group and other one is butyl group. Here it forms protonated ether. Now the second step is the attack of iodide ion. Iodide ion will always attack from that side where steric hindrance is minimum. So this carbon atom is having least steric hindrance. Iodide will attack at the carbon atom. Bond cleavage will take place from here. One of the product will be isobutyl alcohol, and this is methyl iodide. Now see, in case of second option, the first step is common, that is protonated of ethereal oxygen. So we add proton here, it forms protonated ether. Now here one of the group is methyl group and other one is tertiary butyl group. Due to presence of bulky group, the bond cleavage will take place from this position, which will result in the formation of more stable carbocation. Protonated ether first converted into carbocation, and the byproduct is methyl alcohol. Later on, the iodide ion, which is the nucleophile, it will attack on the carbon atom, forming the product tertiary butyl iodide and methyl alcohol. So according to the question, the correct option is second option. So answer of this question is 2. Now next question, question number 12. Question number 12 is, which of these is not a monomer for a high molecular mass silicone polymer? Silicones are prepared by the hydrolysis of silicon compounds. These compounds upon hydrolysis produces OH group. This OH group further upon condensation forms either linear chain compound or it forms cross chain or network silicone. Now say in the first structure there is 2 chlorine. So when hydrolyzed, methyl group will remain as such. These 2 chlorine atoms converted into OH group. Further, such type of monomeric units joined with each other resulting in the formation of linear silicone. This linear silicone will have high molecular mass. In second option, there is only 1 chlorine. So when this compound is hydrolyzed, only 1 OH group will be produced. And if there is only 1 OH group, so there is possibility of only dimer formation. 2 such type of molecules or monomers can participate in condensation, which results in the formation of only a dimeric silicone. So here molecular mass of the compound will be very, very small. In third structure, there is 3 chlorine. So if this is hydrolyzed, the hydrolysis product will be phenyl group, silicon, OH, OH. It means condensation can take place from this position, it can take place from this position, it can take place from this position, resulting in the formation of cross-linked silicon having a very high molecular mass. The fourth option, the fourth compound given is Si. One of the alkyl group is methyl group. There is 3 chlorine. Upon hydrolysis, they produces 3 OH groups. So again there is possibility of formation of cross-linked silicone. So these 3 options will have a silicone of higher molecular mass. But in second option, there are only 2 units joined with each other. So this compound or this monomer will produce a polymer of lowest molecular mass. Here the answer of question is 2. Next question is question number 13.